Man, that team is so fast. I don't really know if I can do anything against how fast that team is. Let's see. Oh man, this is like a hard game for my first one. Let's see. Wow, this is gonna be real hard. Like, I think Rotom's like quite good, but like with the way my team works is even if I get a speed boost, I don't really know if I outspeed a lot of those things because like Dragapult and Teleon, Charizard are three. Actually, that team has like 4 of the fastest Pokemon in the game. You've heard me talk a lot about speed tierings. Number 1's Dragapult, then like Barraskewda, then like Inteleon, then Charizard, then Hydreigon. So it's gonna be very, very hard to deal with this. Ah man, this is so hard in my very first game, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think we're gonna try Arcanine. And I kind of want to go like Arcanine Gyarados with the potential to switch into Duraludon. And I don't want to bring Butterfree. I don't really think Butterfree's the sauce here. I might just bring the Corviknight. Alright, so we're going to try these. I have 15 seconds, but man, this guy's team is so serious. Yes, is that a weakness policy? Yes, this is a weakness policy Arcanine. Yeah, this is actually like a really, really good looking team. Really, really like what John's working with here. That's hyper aggressive. Like, I don't know if that team even needs Corviknight. If that team had like a Braviary instead of a Corviknight, that team would be even more scary. Like, oh my gosh, I couldn't bring anything against it. So we're going to see. Big Billy Bob says, I can't really show my regional team before the competition, and surprise factor is so valuable, especially with what I'm using. And Lowanani, is that what your name is? Saying, why don't I train against you guys? I can do viewer battles later, but just respect the fact that I want to play some ladder right now. So just respect that. So we're going to go with Inteleon Dragapult. We're going to see if this is a clear body Dragapult. Looks like it's not clear body. So it's probably Infiltrator. I'm trying to bait the Dragapult right now. Watch what we're going to do. We're going to bait the Dragapult and going for a Thunderbolt on our Gyarados. And we're going to Dynamax our Arcanine. Inteleon's going to go for a Water Attack on Arcanine. It should not KO. And we're going to be able to slam in a huge Max Darkness, getting the KO on that Dragapult. So we're going to come in here. We're going to switch it around. Duraludon's the best thing I got to eat this electric attack. It's resisted. I have an Assault Vest. But let's see if he's Dynamaxing as well. How many EVs are on Arcanine's attack? It's a secret for now. It's a secret. John packing the strats. Yeah, let's see who's working with, though. So we're Dynamaxing first, which means he's not Dynamaxing, which means I'll kind of take that. Like, I totally take that. Like, do less damage, please. I hate to be one of those guys that Dynamaxes on turn 1, but he really does have me pinned here. So let's see. Weakness policy, Dynamax Arcanine. Let's see what we can get away with here. Survey says, Dragon Darts. Yo, that sucks. I mean, he's double intimidated, so like, it's fine. You know, that's one of the reasons why you lead double intimidate. It's super, super good. Like I said, if that team did have a Braviary, this would be a big problem. You see, we eat that snipe shot just like I said we would, and we are able to slam in a huge Max Darkness. What's your favorite battle song? Ooh, I don't really know. I don't really know. I just put it on random. I really like the fact that we can have a random. Random is probably my favorite one. So anyways, strat worked about as good as I thought it would. I really thought he'd be a special Dragapult with like Infiltrator because he's not using the clear body. Clear body is usually what they use on physical. So I guess it's really good that we got that KO on that Pokemon because that Pokemon was a huge threat. But we're going to see, it's going to be Charizard now. He's probably going to G-Max that Charizard. I wonder if the Inteleon is packing a Focus Sash. That's kind of what I'm looking at right here. Arcanine cannot really defend itself. I kind of want to go for like a Max Lightning into the Zard. Let me think about it. I wonder if I should do anything with this Duraludon. Like, what could he do with Zard? If he Dynamax with Zard, I think Duraludon might be able to live it, but I kind of want to switch in to my Gyarados to mitigate that damage. We should be able to live the Snipe Shot just barely. I'd rather go for the Max Lightning on the Charizard and try and steal that KO a little bit. And let's see. I think I'm going to switch in my Gyarados in case he wants to double up into that Duraludon. Because I think Duraludon's really important to have for the remainder of this matchup. So we're going to see if he's G-Maxing with the Zard. I want that Zard gone, but we'll see. Hope you had a great vacation. Yo, I had an absolutely wonderful vacation. Yo, Elithrad popping the tier 1 18 months. Guys, put some subs up for Elithrad. You'll love to see it. We get another Intimidate. It's probably not going to come into play that much. We're going to see the Dynamax, potential Gigantamax here. Does move order go based on base speed or base speed plus EVs? It's EVs. It's whatever your actual stats are. So it's going to be just regular Dynamax Charizards. We can actually pop like Airstreams. He can pop, you know, I guess he could be Solar Power. But let's see what he's working with here. Charizard is super, super strong. It's one of the base 100 speeds. So Hydro Pump, yo, that could have missed, Chief. Yo, that can miss, Chief. But, you know, I can respect the option to do that because actually that would have KO'd. That would have 100% KO'd our Arcanine because remember, the Snipe Shot did about 40-ish% to our Dynamax Arcanine, so it did about 40-ish%. And, you know, Hydro Pump has like 30, 40 base power on a Snipe Shot. So really like to see the mix-up of Snipe Shot and Hydro Pump there. Unfortunately, it didn't pay out from this time. Note that we outsped that Zard, so we totally take those. That's one of the reasons why our Arcanine has the stats that it has. And if you guys want to see the stats on this Arcanine, it's actually a super cool set. The EV spread for this Arcanine is on one of the newer Patreon teams. So we're going to see T-Tar come out. We are going to be able to outspeed there with our Arcanine if we want. I think it's probably the right idea to try and check this. Yeah, I think, man, he's already Dynamax. So I'm going to go after the Inteleon. And look at this moveset we have here. It's actually quite nice. I'm actually going to be popping the Bulldoze because I guess I could totally go for the Waterfall into the T-Tar. It won't KO. I think it's a better idea to just go for the Bulldoze to make sure we can come out with something that can outspeed. We have in the back... Actually, Bulldoze still won't let us outspeed. I'd rather just go for the Waterfall then. The Bulldoze still won't let us outspeed that Inteleon, so there's not really a point. He's going for the Snipe Shot. He doesn't want to miss, and you see he picks up the KO. So yeah, like, oh, he crit that time. Yo, I think Snipe Shot does have a high crit ratio. So I guess this time, you know, he's like, I'm just gonna hit, and that's all that we really need there. So let's actually see. Is Gmax Solar Power Zard legal and ranked? It's legal and ranked, but it's not legal at regionals. I'm gonna see if I'm cracking a weakness policy here. Survey says it's a weakness policy. It's not, but he has that big Stone Edge. Remember, he's not intimidated right now, but our Gyarados is dummy thick. Dummy thick. Now, I wonder... I'm really happy to see the Inteleon Sash get clocked here. I think I'm just going to bring out the Duraludon. I should be able to get away with going Thunderbolt into the Inteleon with my Duraludon, and then Gyarados going in for the KO with, another Waterfall into the Transar. I kind of wish that I went for a Bulldoze. I probably should have gone for the Bulldoze, but it's not that important. Maybe if I was looking back on this, if this was like a best of 3, always think about games as if they're a best of 3. You can think about it as like, you know, now he doesn't know that I have Bulldoze, so if I wanted to showcase that as a part of my lead combination in game 2, because like he led with 2 Pokemon that didn't, like the Dragon Ball didn't have Clear Buddy. I could have led Gyarados and a Pokemon that I Protect, go for like a Protect, Bulldoze, then Dynamax, push an advantage, and you see how like I'm already starting towards the end of this game to see how I could be tweaking my sets for games 2 and games 3. I think everyone should do that. You should always take the time near the end of a match, whether you're winning or losing, to like think about how you can start optimizing your teams, showing less information, and gathering all the information you have based off their playstyle to like make a better effort into winning the best of 3 set. So super cool game. Loved John's team. Like I said, the only thing I would change about his team is adding a Braviary in for that Corviknight. I feel Corviknight is a little bit of a step in the wrong direction for how aggressive that team needed to be played. Maybe also add a Clear Body Dragapult if you are going to be physical, but otherwise great team. So we see a little bit of sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. We see Ninetales, Mudsdale, Arcanine, Charizard, Grimmsnarl, and Whimsicott. So one thing about Grimmsnarl is it can totally like derail our whole momentum by putting up those big screens. So we either have to like push through the screens, right, and just one-shot everything, or we have to play a game that doesn't really care about our opponent's screen. So, like, I think that Rotom is decent here. I can put up a light screen. I think Gyarados is pretty good. Oh, we can put up Intimidates on the Arcanine. I mean, I just kind of have to lead with my team that has, like, the best matchup against the Sun. So I think I'm probably going to go with, like... I think I'm actually going to go at Gyarados because I can reset the weather on that. And I think I'm going to go Duraludon. It's probably not a good idea to lead Duraludon, but I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to bring Butterfree in the... I don't want to bring Butterfree. Butterfree gets undersped by a lot of those. We should be bringing Arcanine. And then probably Rotom Fan. I'm not a big fan. A Rotom fan. But in this matchup, it can be pretty good. Let's go. What up? That's up. Finally catch some of the stream. Love the YouTube vids. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Yo, the stream's where the magic happens. Hey, Tektronic says, hey, THATSAplusONE. Want to try out my Sand Trick Room team? It's posted on the VGC Discord channel. I might be able to check it out. Right now, I'm really trying to practice for, the VGC 2020 Dallas Regionals. As for this team, there's 3 tournaments at that tournament. There's a Premier Challenge on Friday, there's the main event on Saturday, and there's a midseason on Sunday. So what I actually usually like to do is I like to take multiple teams and just use whichever one I'm really feeling confident with in the different events. So I'll use like my best team in the Saturday event. I'll use a team that'll like allow me to scout correctly, play like the long game, and see every single thing that our the competition is currently working with, what the meta for the event is on Friday. And then on Sunday, I usually just play a team that's a lot of fun to play. So let's see. Dallas is going to be huge. Everyone's going to be there. Oh, yeah. You say opinion or option Gmax Corviknight to break screens. Yeah, we are using a Gmax Corviknight, and I would have definitely talked about bringing this matchup, but he's using like the Fire Nation, so I can't really bring a Corviknight. Let's see. Gyarados is pretty good against that Arcanine. I don't think I want a Gmax. Or sorry, I don't think I want to Dynamax it though. Like he's probably gonna go for the beat up strat. if he has Wild Charge, he has Wild Charge. Like, you know what I mean? I think I'm just going to pop the big damage into the Arcanine and see if we can get done. Probably own some of Mudsdale with Grimmsnarl there. Possible swag. Yeah, this guy's team is great. Yeah, this guy's team is absolutely amazing. Awesome. I want to see if he has Wild Charge. You're so good, man. How do I get like you? Yo, you got to play every single day for years. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So he's probably going for a beat-up play. I'd like to see a Tailwind play, you know, so he's not just one-shotting my whole board. But we'll see. Beat up. Yep, he's going for the beat up. So he's going to be at +3. I think that would be able to KO the Duraludon with the Max Flare. That's one of the reasons why we're also not Dynamaxing with the Gyarados. We can come in with like something else. But we'll see. Obviously, this lead is very, very aggressive and, you know, puts me at a pin from the very first turn of the game. There's nothing really wrong with this lead. Obviously, I didn't scout that this was what he wanted to do from that team preview. I thought he was going to go with like Ninetales or like Charizard Whimsicott. So I was definitely thrown for a loop with this lead. I was definitely trying to outplay the Grimmsnarl with my lead Duraludon. So if you were thinking about this like a best of 3, I'd be able to give him a lot more respect and play a lot more defensive if this was, like I said, it was a best of 3. Let's see. That's not going to KO. I'm dummy thick, yo. Let's see. Gets a special D-drop. That's actually really good that... Let's see. Let's see. Draco Meteor, I'm glad that hit. We should be able to get a KO here. That's awesome. Am I supposed to keep my switch charge? Battle life is atrocious. At a regional, they charge it. You have a charger. So, we take out KOs on their Dynamax Mon. Turn 1 without Dynamax. Do you know how poggers that is? That's pretty poggers. Pretty poggers. Does sweeping work in comp? Depends on what you mean by sweeping. So, like, it depends on if you want to play singles or doubles. Like, sweeping's more of a singles term. There aren't really sweepers. There's more, you know, pinners in doubles. They're not really sweepers. So let's see that. Oh, shiny Mudsdale. You'll love to see it. Now let's actually see what I do want to do. He can go beat up into that Mudsdale. I don't really care. What are my options here? I think I'm actually just going to Iron Head that Whimsicott because I think the Whimsicott is a problem, and I don't really care about that Mudsdale. We're going to switch in Rotom Fan. Yo, it's time. I'm a fan of this Pokemon. Rotom Fan. Here we go. So why is he going for Max Darkness? He probably doesn't have Wild Charge, and so... he has to hit Gyarados with something, right? He has to hit Gyarados. That would KO, you know that would KO a normal Gyarados, right? You do know that would KO like any other Gyarados in the history of the game. My Gyarados is like full HP with defense. It's way bulkier, so that's definitely calc to probably KO a normal Gyarados. So you can see the fact that we live it that much. But yeah, he went for Max Darkness because that's what he has. He probably has like Protect, maybe Extreme Speed. Probably Protect, Extreme Speed, Crunch because that's how you hit the Dragapults and other like you know Psychic types and stuff like that. And other than that, oh, we actually went for the Rock Slide. Ow! Can you not? Can you not Rock Slide me? Wow! Wow! All right, let me think about this then. Like I want to bring Duraludon out, but I do think that Arcanine might be a little bit better play. Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat that Mudsdale. I might have to Dynamax my Rotom. I think I am going to Dynamax the Rotom, but I want to Will-O-Wisp it first. So, like, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp it first. What's the best memory for a bulky Silvally? Don't put a memory on it. Put, like, a berry on it. All right, I wish I had Extreme Speed on this Arcanine. I do not. I should probably be Dynamaxing this Rotom. But I want to get the Will-O-Wisp first. Let me think about this. Do you think Whimsicott will go down to a close combat? I'm actually serious. Like, do you think it'll go down? Like, I'm gonna risk it for that biscuit, yo. And we are definitely gonna be burning this. I'm gonna go with the Max Knuckle. I think I might still be able to get a KO. If I can get the KO, that would be really, really awesome, because I'll be at +3 going in the next turn. And so that means we'll be able to slam in some big attacks. Remember, he's probably gonna be proccing our weakness policy here. And then the last mon might be Grimmsnarl. We'll see. So I'll show you what a real Dynamax Arcanine can do right now. It's going to go beat up 2 more times. Taunt! Lamau. Lamau! Taunt! Twitter's where I found THATSAplusONE brought me here. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Please go away! Awesome! Yo! It's actually weaker than close combat to go for the Max Knuckle there. It's 90 base as opposed to like a 120. But it gives me an attack boost. You know how much value that is? That's extreme value right there. And Will-O-Wisp, please hit. There we go. We can assume this thing is holding an Assault Vest, so we don't have to really worry about a Lumberry. But it's gonna be a pretty good one. Let's see. So it means high horsepower ain't doing anything. I mean, ow, that's still a lot. Is that a crit? Never lucky. Yo, can you guys put some RNGs up? Can you guys put some RNGs up for the fact that I played perfectly and was still massively punished by that critical hit high horsepower? You hate to see it. We should be able to do big damage as Mudsdale, though. We're at +3 attack right now. We're pretty strong. Let's see what this last Pokemon is and if it's something that can actually punish our Arcanine. If it's something that can KO us from here, it's not. We're going to be able to KO that Charizard this turn with Arcanine. Anything about how I want to do it? I think I'm just going to go for the Max Lightning, and I'm going to Air Slash into it just in case. You know, this would get redirected into the Mudsdale, which would also, you know, just potentially 30% chance flinch it. Air Slash ain't no slouch. We should not be outspeeding this Charizard. This Charizard should be able to outspeed our Arcanine, and that's also one of the reasons why I didn't want to set a Max Flare. That's what everyone's probably thinking. That's, you know, you could have just Max Flare that Whimsicott. You would have guaranteed KO'd it, and you would have been able to set the Sun, and that would make, like, a Sun-boosted fire attack going into, like, that Mudsdale would have been the same power as, like, the +1. But I didn't want to proc a Charizard Solar Power, so that's one of the reasons why I actually went with what I actually went with. So, let's see. We're sitting pretty at +3. Let's see this Air Slash get redirected. Guys, we deserve the flinch after that unfortunate set of hacks last turn. Show me the flinch. Rotom fan. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at our boy. Look at our boy. Salmon procs. I mean, I can't really do anything about that. So, let's see what survey says. Never lucky. But that's how much damage that's supposed to do. That's how much damage that's supposed to do. Alright, it's time. It's time to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Max Flare. Big damage popping off right now. And slamming some more Air Slashes. We should be able to get a KO this turn. Let's see it. Survey says Max Flare. Big damage right now. I know you got all those boosts, but I don't think you can live through the Rotom. Rotom will strike a finishing blow with the biggest stabbed Air Slash. Like, this man is taking an L to Rotom fan. Like, specific. Oh, yeah, he has a berry. I didn't think he'd have berry. I thought it'd be Vest. All right, I should have actually known that that was not Vest by last turn's Air Slash, and that's something that, like, you know, that's me sleeping on him. Look, let's just get the flinch to make up for it. Survey says 30% chance. 30% chance flinch. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Put some. I guess we don't have flinch emotes. We have rocks emotes. So they're not the same. But they both mean flinch, right? They both mean flinch. Would you say Rotom F is going to become more viable with Molebreaker X Code running around? I wouldn't say more viable. Actually, I'm not going to say more popular, but I'm going to say it's definitely like a niche pick that does work right now. I do like Rotom Fan quite a bit right now. Because, yeah, there's so many Molebreakers on, like, every single team that I definitely think Rotom Fan has the potential to win. Yo, the guy scoops. We take those wins. Case in point, this game is a perfect example of how he led with a super aggressive lead that caught us with our pants down. We were not ready to deal with it, but, you know, we held steady, held firm, and we were able to KO his Dynamax on the first turn and then bring back momentum to a point where he was kind of just left with Whimsicott, Mudsdale, and I'm like, well, you know, your board doesn't really have any offensive pressure. I can do whatever I want. I can Dynamax. I can bait you into proccing my weakness policy, and then from there sweep the game. So I really do like this team, and I'm really happy that it's actually performing up to, you know, the standards that I set for it. It's really, really good. Is that a Centiskorch? Glalie? Rungrigus? I love it. Let's see. How do I deal with this team? Like, this is the type of team that you have no idea how to deal with, and so it's great practice. Let's see. Rock Attack would be awesome if I had any. If I had one. This is where I'd put my Rock Attack if I had one. I think Butterfree's still really solid here. His team's a little bit slow. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And there's no electric attacks, so like I'm totally fine. Too many dragons, too. That's awesome. We're working on a sand team. Most people run Molebreaker Extra, but kind of wanting speed boost. What's your thoughts? I mean, most people run, if you're running a sand team, most people run Sandstream. I'm the only one that does like the sand team with the Molebreaker Excadrill. What nature are Butterfree? We're timid. We are timid. Here we go. Loving your flow, bro. Yo, I keep it up. I keep it real. Here we go. Glalie. And is that a Skuntank? Yo, that's absolutely raw. Unnerve. Alright. That's my Unnerve. Inner Focus Glalie, huh? No Moody. Do I care about that Glalie? I'm going to Dynamax my Arcanine in this game because I don't want to take Recoil. I don't know if I want to Dynamax with it right now, though. It's going to probably Flamethrower my Corviknight. Is there a Sash on that Glalie, you guys think? Let's actually pop the Max Knuckle. I think the Max Knuckle is actually quite nice. And then we just, Ironhead if need be. Just in case. Let's see. Arcanine's faster than Corviknight, so we've already... Oh, slamming it. Are you Rungrigus in me right now? Oh my gosh, he's so good. They're the one turn on Max Knuckle. Oh man, you hate to see it. What a solid play. What's the best heal pulse user? I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it, but there are some good ones. Does Lucario still get it? Lucario's a pretty good one, because the more you can hide your heal pulse, the better it is. I think Gothitelle still gets it, so Gothitelle's really good. Oh man. Oh man. Ugh, that's raw. That was a good play. That's a solid play, by the way. So let's see what he goes for, though. Yeah, that's raw. Poison gas, poggers. It doesn't affect my Corviknight, but Arcanine's big poison right now. That was sick. That was a good play. Waste turn on my Dynamax? That guy's bulky, too. Wandering Spirit. Okay, so it takes away my ability, right? Swaps. No, I can't parry. No. Alright, let's see. I think I'm just going to go for the Darkness. It's so good. It's so good. Max Darkness over Player. I absolutely love it. And we're just going to keep the same play up. I actually want just a little bit more damage just in case. It sucks that, like, he might be able to proc a berry on us now that we don't have a nerve anymore. I'm serious. He might proc a berry. This would really suck, you know, going to this guy. He lives like 1 HP procs a berry. All right, cool. We get the KO. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. That's awesome. All right, Rune Grease goes down. Remember, he still has that Glalie up in the back. I think the Glalie might be Sash. And next, if he does send it out, though, I will definitely go. Oh, he's going for the big Venom Shock. Remember, that deals double damage if you're already poisoned. Brave Bird's going to be coming in, though. Now, let's see. Almost half. All right, so what I can actually do, if I could like Max Knuckle and make it so my Brave Bird would be +1 attack right now. Let me think about it. Like, I kind of want to Max Knuckle that Glalie, but I think he's going to Dynamax it. Ooh, I could Max Knuckle the Skuntank, too. It might KO. If, like, Brave Bird does that much from my Corviknight, Max Knuckle from my Arcanine would be doing maybe more? Super effective. Yeah, I would do a lot more. I'm gonna Max Knuckle the Skuntank. Yeah, I think KO. And I will go, because I also think you could like Dynamax Max Guard the Glalie to wait out my last turn. So like I'd much rather KO the Skuntank, get myself a team support, and just go for an Iron Head because we are gonna have the +1 attack from the Max Knuckle. Show me that Dynamax Glalie Max Guard. Show us that play around it. Skuntank is neutral. Oh, is it neutral? I'm an idiot. Yo, it's, yeah, you're right. It's a Poison Dark. I've made that mistake like 3 times. What age is that Arcanine? I don't remember off the top of my head. You're right. So we're probably not gonna get a KO here. But he is Max Guard. He is Max on the Glalie. Let's see that Max Guard. Show me the Max Guard. Show it to me. Show me Max Guard. Oh, I'm so good though. I'm so good though. Still the right play. Obviously, you don't get the KO, but Corviknight gets a +1. That's awesome. Yeah, it would still do more damage. It did about the same. Venom Drench. Give me that special. Give me an attack drop. Well, now. Alright, so Arcanine's Dynamax has effectively worn off. I'm going to nuke that Glalie. I don't know what it's going to do. But Corviknight's sitting pretty right now. Hopefully that's not like a weakness policy Glalie. Alright, let's see what you got, Chief. Yeah, we're just going to ignore the Skuntank. I'm surprised it doesn't have Flamethrower. Just really surprised to see. So we got that big FB, baby! Might not even need it. But just in case. Got the Iron Head. What nature is your Corviknight? We are careful. So Venom Shock dealing that big damage. Remember, we don't have the HP boost anymore. We should be able to still live. Let's see what the Glalie's rocking. Glalie, what are you using? Hailstorm? Oh, hell no. We're going to be able to eat that like an absolute champion. Missed my Refrigerate Explosion Glalie. I know, like, Mega Glalie was awesome. But we're going to be pretty good here. Arcanine, okay. Corviknight's fast. Quite fast, indeed. Arcanine flinched. Well, now. Did I get flinched by, what did I get flinched by? Venom Shock? Are you King's Rock? Are you King's Rocking me? What? No, he's not King's Rock. Who the fuck did that move flinches? Hold up. Why did that flinch me? Am I wrong? Am I incorrect here in thinking that I should not be flinched by that? Alright, let me think about some stuff. Hold on, let me just check some stuff here. Its ability can flinch. Ah. Why did the Arcanine... Does my Arcanine have like speed drops or something? I do have a speed drop. Okay, that's why. It's actually better to just get the guy off the board. He's got a speed drop from Vendor Prevents. Ah, there we go. Yes, most unlucky. Quite unlucky. Put some RNGs up. Intimidate's kind of wasted here, but like I want to be able to save the Arcanine because Arcanine just outspeeds those guys normally, so like I don't need to just come out and die, you know. Venom Shock once again. Not that much damage. Max Darkness, yo, the power of the darkness. I've never faced any of this stuff. See, I know, right? Yeah, that's one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons why you guys got to practice against everything. Got to practice all your matchups. Please go away. That's what I'm talking about. Lele goes down for the count. You'll love to see it. Taking some hail damage. Looks like we outspeed the Skuntank with our Gyarados. That's awesome. So we can KO for that. We can KO that one. We might even be able to KO with a Bulldoze, which would actually be super cool if we can just KO with a Bulldoze. I think we actually can. I'll probably try it. Probably try that big Bulldoze KO. And let's see what the last Pokemon is. What do you guys think it is? Is it like Inteleon? That would suck. Corviknight. Oh, it's his own Corviknight. Yeah, I'm just gonna waterfall this Skuntank then. Waterfall, pop the Roost. I still have an Arcanine in the back to be able to KO you whenever I feel like it, all willy-nilly. Still have my Butterfree in the back too. Remember, our Corviknight has a +1 boost right now, so like we should be able to like even outvalue his Corviknight with our Corviknight if we wanted to. We'll see. We'll see what he uses right here. Like, he's going to tail with me, Lamau. Brave Bird. Oh, take that recoil, Chief. Take that recoil all the way to the bank. I'm loving that we're starting to see more unnerved Corviknights. I really think that's a cool tech. Let me get my one Roost off. I think I'm going to go for... Do I actually really want a Body Press? Because I don't want to take any recoil, right? How much damage? What would like be stronger? Like, Body Press is neutral, but I don't have any defense boosts right now. I'll just Body Press, because I want to know. I'm just curious. I'm just curious which one does more. Brave Bird would be like a stabbed 120, so like a 180 cut in half 90. Like, Body Press is only a little bit weaker, but it's off of a much lower multiplier. No, I mean, Brave Bird's still stronger then. Alright, so Brave Bird is still stronger than a like neutral Body Press. Yeah. Not Iron Head, well now. Putting together a Perish Trap team, I was wondering if a good idea to bring Pokemons that would appear to be in a Trick Room team. Yes, that's usually how they go. That's the best way to do it. Are you careful, max defense EVs or max special defense? Neither. Gotta use a little bit of both right now, Chief. What did he use? Did he Hone Claws me, Chief? Are you Hone Claws at me? Can you not? I'm just like very slowly realizing why you're doing these unranked. Ranked is full of the meta mons, but you're unranked facing different mons like this. Someone may bring into official tournament. It's yes. Glad you understand, because like regionals, when you go to a regional, right, it's actually, you don't need to win the regional. You don't go undefeated, you don't go into top cut undefeated and beat everyone. What you do is, you win your first 3 rounds. If you can win your first 3 rounds, that's going to make it so the rest of the regional, you're going to have good tiebreakers, which means at the end of the regional, when you're like 7 or 8-2, and you have the same record as everyone else that's trying to get those top cut spots, you're going to get in over all those people who lost in the first few rounds, because your tiebreakers are going to be better, because it means you fought harder opponents. So it's actually at a regional, it's your goal to win the first 3 to 4 rounds, and then maybe drop a game to someone who's going to be in the top cut. Maybe win your next 2, then you can drop your last round or even the last 2 rounds, and you can still get in. It's a lot better to beat everyone that's worse than you, and then maybe lose the game with someone who's like way too good. And you know, it's really weird to like say like you shouldn't plan on losing games, but if you could tech to beat newer players or like easier players, it's a lot better to actually make teams that can beat players that are worse than you than to beat the people that are winning the tournament. Because the hard part is, sure, you can make the team that wins the tournament, but if you get herp-derped by like Choice Scarf, Rock Slide, T-Tar, Extra Drill guy, well then your tournament winning team won't make it to the top cut, right? It's gonna cut 500 something players down to a top 32, which means you got to get in the top 32, and then from there try to like outplay your way to win the tournament.